2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
So he got him swinging. Gerardo Parra, the second out of the opening frame. Striding in, Yunel Escobar, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Escobar swings right through that one as he falls behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Dylan Bundy will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, Dylan Bundy's come a long way. It wasn't that long ago where he went to camp and he had to make the team coming out of spring training. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from Oklahoma, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good overhand 12-6 curveball and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He's turned himself into one of the league's premier pitchers.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to it. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo home run for Yangervis Solarte. Number 26 for him on the season as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
There's not a hotter hitter in all of baseball, folks. As the guy on the mound can attest, he's seeing everything they're throwing at him well right now, and he's not missing them either.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Getting a few steps off his second there, now the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there, no balls and a strike.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Still even at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Up the middle and oh, he's able to knock it down, but he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes now, batting with 1 out and a runner at third.
That's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly.
And the 2-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. His past history with Dylan Bundy, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Changeup low, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez. Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. Hit well again. Down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Payoff pitch one more time. Drilled right back up the middle, scooped up on the backhand, and there are 2 away now. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the 2nd inning now from Yankee Stadium. It's the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing. So now Carlos Santana, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. Zimmerman has it, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Carlos Gonzalez. better referred to as cargo. One of the sweetest players in our game. Just put on this earth to play baseball the way his body moves. One of the best defenders in our sport. Makes the game look super easy. He's going to make a big play today.
Michael Franco comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit back up the middle. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Standing in, Ian Desmond. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, he had a rough first inning, and now the leadoff single to start the second does not bode well for this pitcher.
In now is A.J. Ellis. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Ellis, the former Miami Marlin, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
The 1-1. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Here's David Freese to stand in, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner will get back standing. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up Didi. Guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
First offering on its way. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And it's fouled away. ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
In now, Ben Zobrist, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Zobrist, a 36-year-old veteran. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Standing in now, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Here's the 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That's called getting your A swing off right there, and I don't blame him one bit after his first at bat. You remember, he went bridge his first at bat.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Yankees are out in front, 6-0. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Rougned Odor now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Missed with a slider. Mazara on at first, nobody out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, and he botches it. Throw to third, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Well, that didn't take long to get a run on the board this inning.
Yeah, they made it look easy, didn't they? Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then wham, the triple chases him home.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Runner at third here, nobody out. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch. And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back again.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 6 and the Red Sox 2. Ready for another chance? Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Up around the face.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Zimmerman hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
This is the classic case of the modern-day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Into the box, Ian Desmond. He grounds it sharply to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. The tag is there from Avila, and he's out at home plate. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
In now is A.J. Ellis as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The 2-2. Line towards center field. Kiermaier is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's David Freese to stand in. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Hey now. Freese stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Count even now at 1-1.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Lazar is under it, and that retires the side. Yanks strand a pair. They lead it 6-2. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar.
Now for the Red Sox.
First pitch on its way.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And Escobar has a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Popped him up. Gonzalez coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and 2 strikes now. Escobar at second. Santana on at first with nobody out.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 6th home run on the season for him. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you can see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pop commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And that's the 2nd out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Yonhervis Solarte comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But it's off the Sony sign. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. On a rope to the second baseman. Quick throw to the bag. Not in time to double off the runner. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. With runners in scoring position this season, Blackmon is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 2 and 2.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Mazara going back, and that one is gone. a two-run shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as they open up an 8-5 lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
Adam Wainwright answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Kiermaier has it in his sights, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1 and 2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Sliding stop by Adore. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch that. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The catcher, number 5.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. A ball and no strikes.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Count is 1 and 2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Ines Gerardo Parra has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. His career line against Wainwright. He comes in with a .378 batting average. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball stays outside. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
3-0 to him now. Here it comes, the 3-0. Is looked at for the first strike. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20.
Now to the plate, Ian Desmond. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Breaking ball in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazar is under it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Digging in once again, Yunel Escobar. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And even 1-1 count to Escobar now. A little roller toward the hole. Solarte is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
So now Carlos Santana. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Santana in front with a 2-0 count. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Gonzalez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael.
Next up for the Red Sox, Michael Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Into the box now, David Freese. His career line against Wainwright, batting at an even 400. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Now batting.
At the plate, Yunel Solarte. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Here comes the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
In now, Ben Zobrist. Bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. First pitch on its way. Popped up. Franco on the move, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Kevin Kiermaier will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Rougned Odor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. His career line against Wainwright. He's got 8 hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Another 0-2 now from Wainwright. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Odor has it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Up next for the
Yasmani Grandal will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped to second base. Fielded by Odor. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 14.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Wainwright's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Sliced hard on the ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Aroldis Chapman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. He's set and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Chapman, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Alex Avila becomes the first out of the inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
In is Gerardo Parra, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-2 on his way from Chapman. Pulled toward right center field. Coming in is Blackman, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ryan Zimmerman will get the first shot here when we come back. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Yankees lead it 8-5. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, the batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
In now is A.J. Ellis, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And he is in there.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Chase Utley will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw.
Now batting, second baseman, John Herbert.
Now in the box, John Herbert Solarte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Wainwright comes set. Here's the 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Ben Zobrist would be next. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 3-1 line towards center field. Kiermaier is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. The Yankees lead this one 9-5. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network. Chase Utley will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Michael Franco, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. Santana gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 0 for 5. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball and a strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Strike 3. Good night, Boston.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Yanks seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Chris Sale earns his 12th victory in the ballgame, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Dylan Bundy is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Aroldis Chapman works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.